Kinghorn, U.S. Sales Manager. I'm coming to you from the Kione corporate office in Idaho Falls, Idaho. And today it is my opportunity to do a special training on the USA compensation plan. And today specifically, we're going to look at the Paygate Accumulator. So with that, let's jump into our first slide. Now, how the Paygate Accumulator works is it calculates residual income monthly by starting at the bottom of your placement tree, and it accumulates volume flowing upward until it reaches a distributor with a qualifying Paygate where it pays out the earned commission. Now remember, this process is repeated for all Paygate levels, and as your volume increases, you have the opportunity to qualify for new Paygates. So what this is going to do is with each additional Paygate you qualify for, it's going to create additional residual payout for you. There are 12 separate Paygates. You can see on the chart there's different rates at which each Paygate pays out at, and there's a different volume requirement for each Paygate. Paygates 1 through 4 require 2 legs. Paygates 5 through 12 require at least 3 legs. So we're going to move into an example using this chart, and to make things simple, each distributor or each box on the screen is going to represent 100 CV. So as you can see above, this is a Paygate 1 example. So we want to identify all those distributors that have qualified for Paygate 1. We've highlighted those distributors in yellow on the screen. And what we're going to do is we're going to look specifically at the first 2 distributors, Distributor A and Distributor B. So let's look at them a little bit more closely. Let's remember that for Paygate 1, the rate percentage which you get paid out is 5%. The largest leg requirement is 200, and the total of small legs, or the total outside the largest leg, is 100. Now again, for Paygate 1, we mentioned the largest leg requirement is 200. The reason this is important is because this is the amount of volume that always flows up to the next level. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So let's take a look at Distributor A. Underneath Distributor A, there are 9 distributors, each with 100 CV. So the total volume underneath Distributor A is 900. Now going back to the largest leg requirement of 200, I mentioned that at each level, the largest leg requirement for each Paygate must flow up to the next level. So for Paygate 1, it's 200, and so we take the total volume underneath Distributor A and we subtract the largest leg requirement of 200 to give us 700. It's that 700 that is then multiplied by the Paygate 1 rate percentage of 5%, and that's going to give us $35. So Distributor A would earn $35 on Paygate 1. Now if we look at Distributor B, we calculate it in the same way, but we need to remember that Distributor A now represents 300 in volume for Distributor B. They've got their personal volume of 100, plus they've got that 200 of volume that has flowed up to the next level. So in total, they represent 300. There are 2 more distributors, each with 100, so the total volume underneath Distributor B for this example is 500. We then take that 500, and again we subtract the largest leg requirement of 200 to give us 300. We then take that 300 and multiply it by 5% to give us $15. So Distributor B in this example would earn $15 on Paygate 1. Just to make sure that we understand everything, let's take a look at the chart from the beginning. As you can see, Distributor A earned the $35, Distributor B earned $15, and as we move upward, each of the other distributors that have qualified for Paygate 1 will receive the amount on the screen. Okay, let's use one more example really quick. For this example, let's take a look at Paygate 4. Each of the distributors on the screen will now represent 1,000 CV. So let's identify those distributors that have qualified for Paygate 4. They are highlighted in yellow. There's 4 of them. And again, let's take a look at the bottom 2 distributors, Distributor A and Distributor B, since these are the first 2 distributors that qualify for the Paygate 4, moving from the bottom to the top. So let's look at them a little bit more closely. And let's remember that for Paygate 4, the rate percentage is 7%. The largest leg requirement is 4,500, and the total outside of the largest leg is 3,000. Again, it's going to be that 4,500 that is going to be passed up to the next level. So let's look at distributor A. If we count up the volume beneath distributor A, there are 10 distributors, each with 1,000 CV, so there's 10,000 in volume underneath distributor A. Again, we take the 10,000 and we subtract the largest leg requirement that is going to flow up, which is 4,500, and we are left with 5,500. It's that 5,500 that we then multiply by the Paygate 4 rate percentage of 7%, which gives us $385. Now let's take a look at distributor B. Again, remember, distributor A now represents 5,500 in volume. They've got their personal volume of 1,000, but they also represent the 4,500 in volume that has flowed up to that level. So the volume underneath distributor B is now 5,500 plus there are 7 other distributors, each with 1,000 CV. So in total, there's 12,500 total volume underneath distributor B. We take that 12,500 and we subtract the largest leg requirement for Paygate 4, which is 4,500, and we are left with 8,000 in volume. It's that 8,000 that is then multiplied by 7%, which is the Paygate 4 rate percentage, to give us $560. So let's look at the example from the beginning. As you can see, distributor A is paid out $385. Distributor B is paid out $560. And it's important to note that on this example, for these 4 distributors highlighted in yellow, they would have already received Paygate 3, Paygate 2, and Paygate 1. So now they're on Paygate 4. Another important thing to remember is the Paygate accumulator pays out from the bottom of the organization clear to the top. It doesn't matter how many distributors are in your organization. For this example on the screen, there's 1,846. Each of those distributors has the opportunity to get paid out 12 different times with the Paygate accumulator. It's a great way to add up residual income every month. Now, another important thing to remember, there's a lot of bonuses, there's a lot of ways to get paid at Kyani, but the most important thing to remember is that Kyani, we want you to make more money. Thank you.